serious they are and go off that.
I should have bought like one of those movie things and like did like a clap. It would have been so awesome.
We should have just started talking in like we should have just started talking in lingo like, oh my god, they're so serious.
Yeah. Oh shit, I didn't study this.
Yeah. Or like literally we should have tried to like break your illusion of podcast and be like, all right, so we're gonna start with this. You're gonna say exactly this line, okay, and then I'm going to reply with a funny joke.
This is a fully scripted show.
Yeah. Well, when Corey sent the cheat sheet, I was like, crap, I have some of these comments. I was like, do I have to give him credit? But I found them. But then he sent that.
Dude, my Discord status is the second they gave us Discord statuses. Mine's been moister than the average oyster, and it's been a golden one. I haven't had any need to change it.
That's a great line.
It's a good line, yeah. It's definitely a good line.
All right, we're doing it. We're here.
Doing it. Hello, friends.
So this is season 2, episode 2, right?
Yeah, officially. This is like, it means the ball is officially rolled off of this second hill, which is hopefully bigger.
We're picking up steam and we're snowballing.
Yes, exactly.
Towards disaster. So today's cool because we have a special guest.
We do have a special guest.
Before we get to the special guest and before we get to ranking the members of the Johto League, we got to do our homework game. Why don't I go first because mine is very quick.
Oof, so wow. Step on me more, why don't you?
My homework game this time around is Brave Fencer Musashi. It's a childhood favorite of Ryan's.
It is.
It's a PS1 game, but I only played it once yesterday. I just didn't get around to playing.
The pressure came and I said, oh shit, it's Wednesday.
I did the shit we're recording, I need to play my homework game thing. It's been a little while since I played, so I forgot how to do Assimilate. I forgot some controls.
That's really funny.
I didn't realize when you're in the village that you can rotate the camera, so I couldn't find the inn. So every time I died, I had to restart from the palace and mashed through all that text.
That's so funny. Oh my god. I'm so sorry you have to go through that. That's definitely like old school. Right. That's like old school. It was just failings, but there's no autosave. So like, yeah.
You know, it's an old school game when you have to Google, how do I save in this game? But I didn't get super far. I basically got into the village. I talked to the mayor, and I was like, you need to tell me about the 5 scrolls. And he was like, I'll tell you about the 5 scrolls if you get the town dog back. So I went and rescued the dog, brought the dog back, and the guy was like, hey, thanks. Nice. I actually don't know anything about the 5 scrolls, though. So he was like, you should go talk to that guy. He was like, you should go talk to that guy in the stocks. The stockade.
The stocks, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Over on the edge of town. And I was talking to that guy. His name is John. He's a thief. And he was like, hey, this is my dog. And he was like, oh, you want to let me out, man? And I was like, yeah, why not? And he was like, thanks, man.
Hey, man.
You got to get him water from the well. But anyways, now he's like, oh, you got to go. I stashed the key somewhere in like a forest, so my dog will lead the way, and that's where I am right now. That's as far as I've gotten. So
nice. So John, that's Stephen Bloom. That's Tom from Toonami.
That makes so much sense because I love his voice. Hey,
Isn't it so, dude? His voice is just so, dude. I could listen to him for so long, dude. All right,
how you liking Celeste?
I'm actually loving Celeste. I on purpose limited myself this time because apparently clearing 4 chapters is a bit much. So I only cleared. I just beat the Mirror Castle. So I think I did one more full one. I found the B-side cassette tape, so I now have the B-side of Mirror Castle just from playing it. Mirror Castle is really cool. So like story-wise, Maddie and Theo just freaking got off the gondola and had the anxiety attack. They run right into this mirror palace, and Theo's like, I'm gonna go post to my like Instabud followers, or I don't know, some weird Instagram like social media thing.
I love how he's just like an influencer.
He's just literally an influencer, and he goes into this palace, And Maddie's like, wow, I do not think this is going to be a good thing. And lo and behold, it is not a good thing at all. And like Theo's like gone and you're trying to find him the entire time. I actually had a fun time with the puzzles. This one definitely took me the longest, I would say. This one actually was pretty big. A lot of the challenges were like pretty tight tying. One of them, I literally felt, I was so mad at myself because I did it in the most impossible way. And then literally as I was like going back through the room, I saw it. I don't know why, I just saw it for like 2 seconds and I was like, wait, couldn't I just do this? And I just did it really quick to test and it worked instantly. And I was like, wow, I'm so mad that I wasted like 25 minutes. But at the end, or like midway through the thing, you find Theo in this weird crystal gem that you have to carry him out of the palace while these weird one-eyed Gorgon things are like chasing and tackling you. And I actually, dude, the last chunk of that, it's like intricate enough that like I had to pick up Theo, jump, throw, boost up to dodge the thing coming in, to land on its head, to jump and grab Theo so I could throw him again, hit a button, open a door, jump and grab Theo again. It was so cool.
Dude,
and like
wait till you do the B and C sides of that level.
That's gonna be wild.
Isn't it so nuts though? Like the puzzles, dude, and the precision platforming. Yeah, it is.
It's
really
so intricate. Like I'm actually like so impressed with how much I literally am like, all right, I figured this part out. I have this part down. Now I got to tweak this, tweak that. Oh, tweak this, tweak that. And I like slowly get through it. But like, I think like 3 little like windows in a row, I like did it first try, just like pretty much like I was like jump, throw, dash, oh my god, jump, throw, and I like got through it and it just like kept working. And I like one of the moments I literally was like, oh my god, I'm disgusting. Like I had the best like smash pop off.
Hell yeah.
Which is a high thing. I was like so hyped that I did it like first try. It was so cool.
It is a very satisfying game when you finally nail something, or even if you do it first try like that. Let's introduce our guest. Our guest, who are you?
Yeah, so today, guys, we have a special man with us. I made you sound like you were 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was quite the intro. Like, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, but thanks, guys. I'm happy to be here.
I was gonna gas you up, but then Corey kind of also just like actually like the introduction was already there, and I didn't have any window to gas you up, so I stopped.
Yeah, guys, we have a special man. Today, Corey and Ryan hire a male stripper.
That's who are you, friend?
Hi, folks. My name is also Ryan. My name is Ryan Simler. I've known Corey and Ryan since high school, and they invited me on, so here I am. Hopefully, you don't hate my voice. Here we go.
No, I don't think you will. Especially not with my voice here, anyways. But yeah, so we decided to duplicate me. We decided to make it so much more confusing for anyone listening.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Let's address the elephant in the room. There's 2 Ryans. It shouldn't be an issue.
There is.
I'll call my co-host Ryan. I'll just call you Ryan, and the other Ryan, I'll either call you Simler or Ryan S, which stands for Ryan Supreme, Supreme Leader of all Ryans, Greatest of all Ryans.
I would also like to suggest SB for Special Boy, but that's just I'm just putting that out.
Today, what we're doing. This is a continuation of an episode that we had in season 1 where we brought on our other friend Tyler Martin. We ranked all the gym leaders in Kanto, and we're doing that today for all the gym leaders in Johto. Couple things. We are also including the Elite Four in the Johto games. Just because when we did the Kanto gym leaders, we included ones that were gym leaders in the Johto games, but technically in Kanto. So I figured just to add more and just have a similar amount of people, we're going to include the Elite Four this time around. And so Ryan, I guess both of you guys, before we get into this, what is your exposure with Pokemon and or the Johto games in general?
All right, so basically, I mean, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, this probably won't be a shock to many people, but it's by far my favorite. 2 favorite games. I mean, it's the same thing, but bar none favorite. Johto itself as a region, I like it. I do like it a lot. It's not my favorite probably, but it's definitely up there. But, I mean, I think it was a pinnacle that they hit with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and it just hasn't quite been the same since.
Yeah, I also love Heart
Big
Gold
respect.
Soul Silver. I actually talked about them in our first episode of this podcast. I had it in my top 5. But yeah, I am very fond of these.
Yeah, it was in your top 5, yeah.
Yeah, yep.
much like most of these rankings, especially when they're Nintendo based, we have two passionate people that are like, yes, this is my favorite thing about these things. And then I come in and I say, yep, I've been playing so many stupid competitive games for like the past ever now. So all this stuff is like off of my nostalgic, like when I first played it. Like, so I'm just the fresh take of like, it's nice now that I'm seeing these high res pictures of them because like I remember like Pixel Koga, like just like, I don't know, looking like meh, like, but also I remember, I'll never forget how hype I thought it was having a phone when I first started, like the first like hour of me playing, like, I had silver.
You get
my brother
youngster
had gold.
Joey's number, and then he calls you every 2 fucking seconds to be like,
what? Oh my god,
I have the best Rattata. He's in the top 20% of all Rattata.
Oh my god! But I remember that just that specific moment is like probably like whenever we talk about gold or silver. Like for me, I think gold, silver. You guys all think heart gold and soul silver. I'm like, yeah, gold, silver. I still remember how much I hated frickin' Whitney. Oh my god!
I can't wait to get to that.
The most frustrating Pokemon trainer to fight when you're like 8 years old and you just can't handle rollout. Oh my god! Right. I don't know.
So now that we're touching on it, why don't we just get into it here? So basically what we're going to do is I have a very official little pen holder here that's got all the names of all the gym leaders written down. I'm going to pick them out one by one, and this is our classic definitive power ranking style where we pick one, and then we pick the next one. We say, is it better or worse? We pick the next one. We say, where does it fall on that list until we have a complete list. So why don't we get into it then? I'm going to pick our first gym leader.
Let's do it.
We are starting off with Will, the first member of the Elite Four. I kind of want to just start off. I think Will's a little lame.
Straight to the bottom. I know it's the first one, and there's no top or bottom. Straight to the bottom.
It's quite all right. I will accept it because everybody. I am probably the only person on the planet. I love all jester looking aesthetics.
Oh, so like
I
mask.
Actually personally, Will, not even kidding, Will is my number 2.
What?
Oh my.
Solely.
Okay.
Well, so first off, alright, so listen, I love psychic types, love the aesthetic and look
psychic
of
types are cool.
said Will, that's just a personal thing for me. And that's honestly mostly it. The fact that he looks like half Phantom Thief, half sick badass, it's awesome to me.
I think his team is pretty cool. His rematch team is pretty cool too.
Really?
What I remember Will as,
like his team.
So
I thought he could have been so much better for Psychic. I just thought they did him dirty for Psychic.
Yeah. Well, I like it though. I like
Pokemon.
I like it though because if you think Psychic leader, I'm glad they didn't just give him an Alakazam and be like,
see, I like that. I agree with you wholeheartedly for the initial team, but then I figure with the rematch, you want like the cream of the crop. In my opinion, you want the cream of the crop going up against like a tough guy. You know what I mean?
That is super true. True.
Yeah, I get that.
I think the rematch team should always be like optimized, like competitive optimized gym person.
But I mean, they are.
Like,
his rematch team. I mean, Zatu
is
not viable.
Grumpig's
not great. Yeah. The rest of them are totally competitive.
I was gonna say Grumpig is kind of trash. Like I feel like Grumpig is a throwaway.
Yeah, Grumpig's a little weird.
Yeah,
but funny enough, this is the reason that I remember Will the most is because Will replaced Lorelei, and I actually heard a theory. This was one of the first like Pokemon theories I heard, and the theory was that Will was actually Lorelei, but Lorelei had a sex change, and it was basically based off the fact that they both have Jinx and Slowbro on their teams. They look basically the same. They had the same color hair, and they were in the same spot in the Elite Four.
I think that's possible. I also think it's possible that Nintendo got lazy and said, hey, we have this character already made. We could just kind of change it up a little bit.
Tweak it, yes. Yeah.
That's exactly what it actually is.
I think it's a very logical deduction from our guest.
Oh, that's actually, I also included some fun facts. I'm not going to read them all, but one that I thought was interesting is that Will is, and I only thought it was interesting because it kind of fed into that little theory that I heard a long time ago, which is that
the conspiracy theory, yeah.
Well, he is one of 2 male trainers in Crystal version whose internal data actually refers to him as a female, the other being Bugsy. They have internal data that
interesting.
It grabs from a pool of dialogue depending on whether it's a female or a male, and Will and Bugsy were grouped in the female category for whatever reason.
Interesting.
It is interesting. All right, so
I did not know that. That's kind of cool.
Let's move on to our next one, which is someone we have ranked previously. It's Koga. I
would say above Will.
I'd agree.
Ninjas are cooler.
I was gonna say below Will, but if you guys want above, I guess I'm fine with that. I don't feel strongly about either of them really.
Koga is fine to me. I do think I do like him more than Will. I think Poison type was just done dirty for so long that they did the best they could with him, and I respect it.
You know what I do like about Koga is that his Pokemon, like, aside from being a Poison type specialist, like, they're very espionage ninja-esque Pokemon. Like, yes. Crobat is incredibly fast and poisonous. You got Ariados, which is a spider. I just think Koga's kind of a little bland, but like you could take ninja aesthetic and make it a little cooler than this middle-aged guy.
Yes.
But
dude, he's like literally a mix of if Professor Oak and Brock were mixed together and they just said ninja.
Very accurate.
That's like pretty much what they did.
Yes.
But Toxicroak is a badass Pokemon. So
yeah, that was a cool addition in his rematch team.
I would say literally Toxicroak alone, because I think the important thing when it comes to talking about Pokemon is clearly the Pokemon themselves. Even if we're ranking the leaders, I think the Pokemon that they represent is very important to consider at the very least. And Toxicroak is sick. So
yeah. And he was the only gym leader to become an Elite Four member. That's admirable.
That's just a cool little piece of lore. Like, I like that they made that. They made the sequel to obviously Kanto like actually seem like a real world that it like
like a real
into.
linked thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So right now our list is Koga at the top, followed by Will, and our next
Will at the bottom
leader is Price, the Ice type gym leader from Mahogany Town.
I actually like Price a lot. I know Ice type, as a typing, gets kind of crapped on because it just has so many weaknesses, but I don't know.
I love Ice type.
Personally, I like the element of Ice, but I actually not really a fan of much Ice types, mostly because I feel like all the Ice, I don't know, just going off of our little list that we have, something that we're all looking at right now, just for the viewers to know, is we have Corey made a beautiful little PDF sheet that has some quick little fun facts. It shows the badge, what Pokemon they had on their teams, and so let me tell you how much I don't like Pillow-Swine and Mamoswine.
Oh, no, what?
You don't like Mamoswine?
I love Mamoswine.
Oh, no, I don't know. I never liked the same thing. Man. Honestly, I don't really like Seal or Dugong either. I feel like they're I don't know, they're meh to me. I don't know why.
I can see that, but
they
I don't know.
They just don't wet my whistle. I don't know why.
Okay.
I'll say most importantly, it's the first gym leader, and we must talk about the badges. The badges is the most important thing to me, anyways, because it is it's the loot. Listen, I'm all about the loot. Okay, when you get I want the reward from doing something. And Glacier badge actually decently good badge. Shaping's cool. The color's cool. I like the badge. So I think it should be above Koga. I think right now, currently, I would say Price, Koga, Will.
I would wholeheartely agree with that, and I also want to bring in the gym. And it's kind of hard with the E4, so I tried to do it because they don't have a gym puzzle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they have, just the aesthetics of it. I liked his gym. Even though his puzzle was annoying, it's memorable. You know what I mean? Who doesn't remember any of the ice puzzles in Pokemon where you have to slide across?
It's a slide, yeah.
And it's just mind-numbing, but it sticks with you. It haunts you from your childhood, and I respect that.
It does, yes, most definitely. Having that much impact on my life, it's important.
All right, I am not a fan of Price.
Really?
I am not a fan of Price, and this is kind of partially the game's fault, because once you get up to Ecruteak City, it kind of blows open and you can do a lot of stuff in a lot of different orders. Price is technically the 7th gym leader. Technically, if you go in the official order, he's supposed to be the gym leader that you face before Claire. If you do that, he is the biggest pushover ever. And that's actually part of his little fun facts here. He is the only gym leader whose highest level Pokemon is lower than the highest level Pokemon of the leader before. I just think that he really, for his placement in the game, for where he is, I think he's just an absolute joke. and his team is just a Seal, a Dugong, and a Piloswine. I love the Ice type, but like you said, Simler, it has plenty of weaknesses. So by that time, you absolutely have a way to dispatch of these Pokemon easily.
True. What I will give them is that they made Seal water type, Dugong water ice, and then Piloswine ice ground, right? So they're thinking like, okay, if you have Quilava, if you have Typhlosion, block it. I don't know why I'm doing this because this helps your point, Corey, and I want to put Price higher, but Seal and Dugong don't have a single water type move. So it's kind of pointless.
Yeah. Well, I don't...
Yeah, that's
so I get that. I get that.
I don't know. I just feel like
But Ice is cool.
Ice is cool.
Like the element Ice
actually,
is cool.
You know what? Now that his rematch team is fucking dope.
Well, that's the thing.
Abomasnow, Dugong, Glalie, Frostlass, Walrein, Mamoswine. Those are great.
Like, for an Ice team, I mean...
Abomasnow is a sick-ass Pokemon.
I mean, that looks very similar to what my Ice team would be.
Right.
But as a gym leader, I don't think he does a very good job at all. I don't think he's doing his job well.
Well, he's the old guy. He's just mailing it in, you know?
Yeah, dude, he's on tenure, dude. Just leave him alone, okay? He can do whatever he wants.
Can I interest you guys in putting him below Koga, or do you want him above Koga?
I could settle for Koga being higher. Ninjas are pretty cool. Ninjas could beat Ice. I can agree with that.
I can agree with that.
Okay. All right, cool.
I can accept that.
We'll put Price in the middle then. So right now we got Koga at number 1, Price at number 2, Will at number 3. Our next gym leader is Faulkner, the flying type specialist of Violet City.
Straight to the bottom.
Oh, you guy! Oh my gosh! All right, let's hear your piece then. Why do you like Faulkner?
I disagree. I like.
I want to hear Ryan Simler's piece first because that was a very passionate response.
Here's my issue with Faulkner. First of all, he's the first gym leader in a new region, and what does he have? He has a Pidgey and a Pidgeotto, which you shouldn't even have for the levels. That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, it's an illegal Pidgeotto.
Like as a first gym leader,
that is
Pidgeotto.
very true.
That's what I mean.
Pidgeotto.
Like, you can't even have a Hoot-Hoot. It's not a challenge. It's not going to scare away the person that just started the game. It's a Hoot-Hoot. But that's my problem there, first of all. His team gets better with the rematch team. It's fine. I feel like they just would slap flying onto everything, and so really he could pick from almost anything, and I think his team's okay. But as far as a first gym leader goes, it just really rubbed me the wrong way that they start out in a new region, and they give him the birds from the old region, and nothing else. There's no Johto representation at all. And
that's actually such a solid point.
Well, okay, that's actually something that we're going to... I don't want to fault Faulkner
but there's a fun fact. I was going to say, well, based on one of your fun facts, I think you're actually saying it, so I'll let you finish.
Exactly, yeah. This is something that's going to come up again because literally half of the gym leaders in the Johto region don't use Johto Pokemon, which is a crying shame. It's a little ridiculous, but I think because of that, I'm willing to forgive Faulkner a little bit. And I do agree that they do kind of just slap flying on anything, and they could have given him whatever. But what I like about Faulkner is that he's not just flying type. He is very clearly an ace bird keeper. He is a bird trainer. He's got Staraptor, Noctowl, Swellow, Honchcrow, Pelipper, Pidgeot. This dude is clearly into birds.
That's fair.
Back me up, Ryan. That Zephyr badge is rad.
And fellow Birdman. Yeah, Zephyr badge is sick. The Lugia-looking wings, 100% cool-ass badge. I actually, dare I say,
sick
probably
name
top
too.
3 badge. Dude, sick name, dude. Meet the Faulkner. It's a good name.
Meet the Faulkner.
But also, as somebody who staked their gamer identity for I don't even know 15 years on a bird name, birds are sick. So I have to personally defend Faulkner. Also, he also has, again, I'm an edgelord, so he's got the emo over one eye haircut, and I respect that because that was cool. That was my heart. That was my gold and silver. So
he has a very cool design. I think I agree that it's a shame that they because they easily could have given him a Hoot-Hoot or even a Natu or a Xatu or a Noctowl. They didn't. That was their fault. That's bad. But even in that, right, for some, maybe it's just nostalgia speaking, but Faulkner's Pidgeotto is iconic to me.
No, I came out hard on Faulkner, and you guys are right. He's definitely not the worst. I think that just has always rubbed me the wrong way so hard. Like, you're starting a new journey with new Pokemon. They should showcase it.
I think you came out swinging with solid evidence. Like, actually, like, to be honest, it's true. Am wholeheartedly on the, like, also the fact that literally his 2 Pokemon aren't even 2 different flying types from Kanto. It's literally stage 1, stage 2. Yeah. Like, you're literally no better than every single bug catcher Pokemon from anywhere. Just having, like, I don't know. It's just rough.
But I think you guys make a good point. Like, it wasn't entirely, like, you can't entirely blame him. That's a design choice on their part. And I get that.
All of those problems on Faulkner. Yeah. But we can't do it to somebody else, and I'll attack somebody else soon.
Perfect. So okay, I know who you're gonna do it to, and I'm gonna fight you on that. But where do we want to put Faulkner?
No way.
Oh, where do we want to put Faulkner? We'll get there when we get there.
I think we should. So I think we should put Faulkner. I would say I think a reasonable diplomatic situation right now. Since I have to listen to my other half and then Corey. I think we should do Koga, Faulkner. I don't know if maybe that's too high for Ryan, but Koga, then Faulkner, then it's not Will now. I don't know why am I already forgetting the person we just
Price, I think you had.
Price. Price, then.
So you're saying below Koga. I would
think
put
below Koga.
Personally, I would put Faulkner at the top very easily because the other 3 I don't care about at all, and I actually like Faulkner. Ryan, Simler, what do you think?
I will take Ryan's offer just because I can't have him at the top right now.
Can't have him at the... Okay, all right, that's fine. We'll settle with that. We'll settle for Koga at number 1, Faulkner at number 2, Price 3.
Another business deal secured in the Shark Tank.
Good. I like it. We're being diplomatic here. That's the way to go.
It's still early.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good. Tensions are high.
Take the gloves off soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Listen.
Our next gym leader.
Once you pick it, I'm standing up.
It's Bugsy.
All right, yeah, I knew it. All right, get him out of here. Put him at the bottom. Put him at the bottom. His
garbage, man.
Green, gross short shorts. Dude, no, Okay. First off, bug types are trash. The ladybug badge is trash.
What? That's Metapod the best badge, dude. It looks like the thing it's supposed to represent. It literally could be mistaken for a ladybug. That's sick.
I could go get the ladybug badge. Yeah, it's called the Hive badge, but sure, go.
The name is wrong. But
he has a mop for a haircut. I'm just putting it out there. They put a mop on it.
Thank you. Listen. I'm sorry. Also, Pokemon trainer wise, you're telling me a gym leader, literally a gym leader, the one that is supposed to be like, I am the leader of the bug people, and I pick Metapod and Kakuna as my 2
and Scyther.
He does have
his
Scyther,
ace is a
to be
Scyther.
fair.
Yeah, Scythe. Yes. I get that. Oh,
that's
cool,
like the coolest Pokemon out of like all of the friggin'... No, but it's not his one Pokemon trick. It's his ace. It's his signature Pokemon. They could have given him better.
Listen,
they could have given him.
There's a difference between an ace and a one-man army. Like you could. I would have. If they did Caterpie and then Weedle, I would have been happier than Kakuna.
Why would you have been happier with Weedle? That isn't why.
Dude, are you kidding me? Literally compared. Dude, like, Metapod and Kakuna are literally the quintessential Pokemon that don't do anything but harden. I understand that they don't in this specific situation. Like, when you fight them, there's more moves than that. But that is literally all Metapod and Kakuna is. They're literally cocoons. Like, that's, like, I don't know. I feel like you could have, like, why did you get a bug that actually is a bug, not in the metamorphosis stage of becoming a bug?
Okay. I want to say my piece. They could have... This is another scenario where it's a crying shame that they didn't give him a cool bug type because they could have given him a Fortress or a Heracross if they were feeling ballsy or something.
Heracross would have been perfect.
Dude, Heracross. I was going to say Heracross.
I'm not going to deny that, but Scyther is an incredibly sick ace Pokemon. That is a Pokemon that definitely no notable trainers have in the Kanto region. Actually, in this region too. He's really the only trainer I can think of that has a Scyther as his main Pokemon, out of at least notable trainers, I mean. Azalea Town is one of my favorite towns in the region. I think it's beautiful. I think the music is amazing. I think Bugsy's design is very cool and very fitting. He's just a bug-catching kid. And I actually think that it makes sense that he has Metapod and Kakuna, because this is right next to Ilex Forest where you get Headbutt, and you start headbutting trees. And it makes sense that you'd find cocoon Pokemon in trees. That's probably what he did. He probably went and got Headbutt and started catching Pokemon in the forest and got a Metapod and a Kakuna.
And this pinnacle leader of the gym can't even evolve his dumb Pokemon.
Not even that.
All right, listen. Tube socks and no lace-up Tims. This is a horrible look.
He needs to pull his socks up, otherwise he'll get ticks, Ryan.
So Corey, he's an elite bug catcher in the Johto region that couldn't be bothered to catch a single Johto bug type. Not only that, but in the Heart Gold gym, they tease you with the bodies of Spinarak being the things that move you along to him, and he doesn't even have one.
That's true, but again,
it's
this is just something that, I don't know, this is just something that for me, I have just forgiven Gold, Silver, and Crystal for this, because it's not Bugsy's fault specifically, it's not Faulkner's fault specifically. They missed their opportunity, and that is definitely a detractor, but I don't know.
I
it just doesn't bother me that much.
I just think if we're calling them the like top tier bug catchers or top tier bird catchers, can we consider them that if they don't even have their? You know what I'm saying?
If his ace is a Cypher, I remember getting to Azalea Town and fighting. Even if you have, maybe not if you had a Cyndaquil, but if you have either of the other two, I remember struggling with Bugsy and his Scyther. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. And look at his rematch team. Look at his rematch team real quick. Caesar, Shedinja, Yanmega, Pinsir, Heracross, Vespiquen.
Actually.
Yeah.
It is.
That's rad.
Yeah. So I personally, I think, I literally think that Whitney and Bugsy personally in the game should be switched. And I think Bugsy could have been so much better because they could have given him a little bit higher level bug / grassish type Pokemon, or really just bug. What am I saying? Just bug because it's Scyther. I don't know. I think the bug type is so cool because some of the Pokemon are such a cool combo of bug and something else. And like I don't know. I really wish his normal team had more than just like, I don't think it's an ace in the hole. I think it literally is. I have this one Pokemon and I have fodder. I literally have, in the hopes you somehow didn't go to the Pokemon Center and you're going to struggle your way after using 3 moves and somehow didn't restore your PP. You don't have any moves for Scyther. Like, I don't know. It just...
To be fair, though...
They should have had something better.
Imagine you're burning your way through, and you're like, this kid has a Metapod, this kid has a Kakuna, this is going to be so easy, and then a Scyther pops out. That's a bit... You're going to pause for a second.
Sick. You're going to be like, oh, shit.
Dude, I would be like, wow, your inheritance. You probably even catch this yourself, because clearly the Metapod and the Kakuna weren't gifts, and you caught those yourself. Like, I can tell.
Disrespecting Bugsy like that.
Where do you want to put him? Middle bottom.
Is it Bugsy or Cocoonsy? All right, that's what I want to know. Okay, that's what ridiculous. I thought.
This is slander. This is slander right now. All right, where do you guys?
Again,
what are your suggestions?
If your badge name's going to be the Hive badge, do not do a ladybug. Do a bee. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm done.
It is. You guys are right that there are. Aside from, I think it is a little more egregious than Faulkner because there are even more. I feel like there are even more viable bug types they could have given him.
There's a lot of bug types for Johto, right?
They could have given him Yanma. They could have given him a Pinsir. They could have given him Heracross. They could have given him Fortress. They could have given him Pineco. Yeah, but.
Oh, but you're just saying, they just could have given him.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, Pineco.
Other options they could have.
Yeah. Dude, yeah.
They could have given him like a Pinsir and a Scyther, and that would have been better.
Honestly, that would have been really sick. I think it would have been really sick. Actually, yeah, dude. How did I not even think of Pineco would be literally perfect.
I honestly, if his team was Pineco, Yanma, Scyther, that would be perfect.
Yeah,
that would be sick, dude. That would be sick.
All right. Well, it's not. So where are we putting him?
In my heart of hearts, I want to put Will. I want to put my Jester Man above him. I want to put Psychic over Bug.
And where do you want?
But I'm open to debate. I'm open to debate.
See, I was gonna say I want to put him below Price just because if I'm gonna look at their 2 rematch teams, they both have great rematch teams, but I like Price's just a little bit better personally. But I figured no one would go for that.
I was gonna say above Price, so I think the diplomatic. If you're okay with that,
no, I'm just saying okay. Like I acknowledge what you said. Let me be clear.
Well, I think you're wrong, but I'm just telling you that I
respect you for saying it.
So the diplomatic approach would then be putting Bugsy in between Price and Will.
I personally am okay with that because that's what I said.
I think we should. Let's give it to the guest. I think the guest was a very good Switzerland neutral answer right here, and I think we should applaud him for it. So. All
right. Well, let's keep moving along. We have Koga.
We also
can
always
1.
debate at the very end if we want to try to change somebody.
We will. We'll look over it at the end.
Yeah.
Right now we have Koga number 1, Faulkner number 2, Price number 3, Bugsy number 4, Will number 5, and our next gym leader is Morty, the ghost type specialist from Ecruteak City. So I want to start with this one. Morty's really cool looking. And he's got a cool team, but like, why not give him like the one ghost type from Johto again?
Why not?
Why not give him Mischievous?
Agreed.
I wholeheartedly agree with that, but I'm almost positive this was like a game design problem again, because I'm almost positive you can't get Mischievous until after you beat the Elite Four the first time.
That's probably right. They could have given it to him. They gave Faulkner an illegal Pidgeotto.
So that's true. That's true.
So like also like literally, do you know how cool it would have been if like coming from Kanto, you get Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar, you're like cool, Ghost, bigger Ghost, big Ghost. And then imagine instead of having 2 Haunters, they did like Ghastly, Haunter, and then you think Gengar's coming. And then this new ghost Pokemon, Mischievous, comes out. That'd be really cool.
That'd be awesome.
And then you have Gengar anyways. I think that would have been really, really.
Mischievous is a kind of a.
I mean, not that it has to link with them necessarily, but it's still just cool. It would just be cool. That was the only thing I wanted to say was that Fog Badge is really cool. Looks like a sad ghost. I like it. Goes well with. I mean, I guess the name Fog Badge is a little sus for considering it's a ghost type, and I feel like I don't even maybe Spooky Badge, but that's kind of like really on the nose. But Fog Badge makes me. I feel like it's more of a water badge than a ghost badge. I guess like fog because fog's scary. I guess. But,
something else I don't like about Morty is he's just generally uninteresting. And I think you can see that in my notable trivia.
He looks chattish to me.
In my notable trivia for him, I basically said there really isn't any notable trivia for him.
Are nothing really.
Yeah, he's not really a notable character. He doesn't really have a lot of cool lore stuff. He doesn't really have any, I don't know. Kind of just a little bit lame to me. I do like that he's kind of like maybe it ties in a little bit with Ecruteak City because it's got the burnt tower.
Yeah, I like his town
it's like the history town. Yeah,
but I know what you mean.
It makes sense. Yeah. So where do we want to? Oh, his rematch team is Drifblim, Dusknoir, Sableye, Miss Magius. I don't know how to pronounce that, and 2 Gengars. Pretty cool. Not crazy cool.
I don't like it when they double up on something though. Why can't you?
I think it depends. Like, double Gengar. That's kind of cool.
Why can't? It's cool, but like the rematch team, you really telling me that you can't just give me 6 different types of Pokemon?
Yeah. Well, how many ghost types were there by Gen 4? Well, I guess there was a fair amount actually. The fact that he doesn't have a Rotom.
I feel like at least more. I feel like at least 6. I mean,
he could have had a Spiritomb. He could have had a Shedinja. He could have had like a
that's true.
Banette.
He didn't need to.
So where do we want to put him then?
So I think Morty. My quick throwdown. I'm gonna say Morty is. I think above Will, but pretty low. I think above Will, below Price. That's where I put him.
That's where Bugsy is.
Above Will, below Bugsy. Sorry. I think just because we were talking about Scyther so much, I kind of actually will give it to Bugsy. And I think I'm just thinking about the potential Bugsy could have had, and I like that idea more than any potential of Morty. Although the name Morty is a good name.
The best thing they could have done with Morty is given him a Mischievous, and even then he probably still would have been pretty lame.
If we're doing ranking on the gym leaders, put him there because you're right. He's just bland.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Wonder Bread, dude.
Especially for the first ghost type gym leader. Like
they really just stumbled a little bit.
Our next gym leader is Jasmine, the steel type specialist from Olivine City. Ryan S., you want to start?
She is kind of bae.
She is kind of bae.
I might take lead on this one because I love Jasmine. I like what you have to do. I like the whole Ampharos storyline. I like the whole you got to go to Chuckstown and then deal with him. We'll get to him. I don't want to talk about him. But Jasmine, I love Steel type. I think her Steel type is
a
sick.
Sweet type.
I think her rematch team is sick. I think her team in black 2 and white 2 for the tournament is pretty solid. So, I mean, Mineral Badge, I will say, is pretty boring. I was going to say,
thank you. I was going to say Mineral Badge is honestly probably one of the worst badges because it's literally just a hexagon.
Yeah.
It's
an octagon.
Octagon, thank you. Yeah, you're right. You are right. It is
Learn
an
your
octagon.
shapes,
I actually literally
Ryan.
in my head, I was like 8 sides, hex.
What if we had a stop sign and made it boring? Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. To be honest, I think, I don't know. I don't mind it. I think it's kind of fine. I just don't like that it's called Mineral Badge. I think that's stupid. Why not just call it Metal
I wish you
Badge?
just, honestly, you could have even just done Steel Badge.
Or an Alloy Badge.
Steel badge.
Metal Badge.
And I would have been
any
okay
sort
with
of
it.
metal. I don't know.
Okay,
but anyways, piggybacking off of what Ryan Simler was saying, I also love Jasmine. She is adorable. Her Steelix is sick. This, I actually think, is an okay example of having 2 Pokemon. 2 Magnemites kind of makes sense to me. Just because Magnemites, like, their evolution is 3 Magnemites, so, like, I'm used to them grouping together.
I agree.
That's how I rationalize it.
But
in
it
my head.
also irritates me that they're not Magnetons, but they're level 30.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that being annoying.
But
I like that was a really easy transition to Steel because this is when Steel's introduced.
Well,
so,
yeah, and that's something that I think is wicked cool is that you have this new type, Steel type. It has the most resistances out of any type. It's super strong, it's super badass, and who's the type specialist? A cute little girl.
That I was going to talk about. I love that. Is that you
That's
don't
so
expect
cool.
that from her at all.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm an advocate for putting Jasmine at the top, squarely at the top.
100%.
So if I could just stack on top of this human pyramid of boosting up Jasmine, 100% agree. The only downside for her is her badge, but otherwise, Jasmine Bay, I like mostly also when you really think about it, notable trivia, you can get her number, okay? Not that you have to trade for her Steelix.
You can get all of their numbers. You can get all the gym leaders' numbers.
We're not talking about the other gym leaders. We're talking about Jasmine and her number.
But you are bringing up something that I wanted to touch on literally all of her trivia because I think it's all really cool. In her rematch team, Heart Gold Soul Silver, she has a level 62 Steelix, which is the highest level of any Johto gym leader. If you get her number, I actually didn't know this at all. You can trade her any Pokemon you want, and she'll give you a Steelix named Rusty. And also, she pops up in Sinnoh randomly at Sunny Shore City, and she gives you like I think she gives you the HM for Dive or Waterfall or something.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she just shows up. She's just standing there on the beach, and she's like, "Oh, hey, what's up? I'm here to participate in some super contests. Have this HM."
Oh, I hope they keep that in the remakes. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I hope they don't because I don't want I don't want HMs in the remake.
Oh well, that's true. Good point.
So I 100% just want to quickly also give one more boost to how cool her rematch team is.
Her rematch team is so cool.
So good.
Is so good. Oh my god! Just honestly, dude.
Read them off.
Empoleon, Metagross, Skarmory. Dude, alright, so it's Metagross, Magnezone, Skarmory, Bronzong, Empoleon, and Steelix. Dude, Metagross, Empoleon, Skarmory is such a good ass, little trio to put into a squad.
Yeah.
Really
I love Magnezone too. Magnezone's pretty sick. Alright.
Dude, Magnezone's really cool too, yeah.
So, Jasmine is squarely at the top.
Yeah, Jasmine right to the top.
We have Jasmine at number 1. Koga at number 2, Faulkner number 3, Price number 4, Bugsy number 5, Morty number 6, Will number 7, and now we are ranking Claire, the Dragon-type specialist of Blackthorn City.
Oh.
It's funny we go from...
I'm so sorry, Jasmine had a great ride at the top, but...
I was just going to say...
I'm so sorry.
We go from simping Jasmine to simping Claire, because I love Claire, and I think she's the best.
I'm a 60-month tier 3 sub for Claire. Okay, listen, holy shit, Claire is fire, so good. Oh my god, obviously,
Ryan is buying Claire's bathwater.
I might be. Everybody knows, that dragon types are undisputably a top 3 in everybody's type list, and if you say that I'm wrong, I don't believe you as a child. Dragon was always such a cool typing, and so I feel like I just love the the color choice and the aesthetic and like the confidence Claire exudes in this picture alone, just like
she's a badass.
She is so cool. The badge is cool. I like the colors of the badge. I wish it looked a little bit more dragony. Like you could have given more of like maybe almost like Charizard ear horn.
It looks a little bit like a Bionicle, but that's fine. A little Bionicle mascot.
Badass.
I know. That's fine. That's what I'm saying. It's fine.
Bionicles came out during gold and silver time. It kind of works out. Yeah. Bionicles are canon in the Pokemon world now officially. Thanks to this conversation. But dude, I mean, so I say that though, and also, again, I think it's just because this is a clear simp. And also, I like Corey's last fact of the notable trivia is also clearly the hottest Johto leader. Very true. But the fact that I'm literally so on board with the person that has not 2 but 3 of the same Pokemon, I don't even care. And that just shows how hypocritical I am when it comes to how cool somebody can be. Well, but also Kingdra. Kingdra is literally one of my favorite Pokemon.
Kingdra is sick, and Kingdra is also
such a sick Pokemon.
Her Kingdra is tough because it has no weaknesses in this.
Yeah.
It has no weaknesses at all.
It was a great last challenge. And I think the best thing they could have done was moving from Gen 2 to Gen 4 was replacing one of those many Dragonairs with a Gyarados. I thought that's just perfect.
That is part of the notable trivia is that her team is the only one to change from Heart Gold, from the original games to the remakes. And it is for a good reason. I think replacing one of those Dragonairs with a Gyarados was the right call.
It fits the theme. Yeah, he's not dragon technically, but I mean, come on, look at that thing.
Well,
and you know what I mean? And like, it just, you don't expect
but that's
it.
The thing.
It's a remake. It's perfect.
That's also something that I think is really cool too, is that like she's a dragon type specialist, but all of her Pokemon are somewhat aquatic. They're all like sea serpents. Kingdra is literally a water dragon type. Gyarados is a water type. Dragonairs are dragon types, but they're serpents. They're sea serpents. Which I think that's
kind of
cool
like serpenty,
thematic thing too. What was I going to say? The only downside to Claire, I don't really like that she gives you. This is actually something I was thinking about, and I feel very weird about it. That there are 3 female gym leaders in the Johto region, and 2 of them refuse to give you the badge at first because they're butthurt. Why do they do that? That's a little weird. Whitney literally cries and is like, I don't want to give you the badge. And then Claire is like, no, I refuse to believe this. You need to go prove yourself more because there's no way I could have lost to you. Like,
I don't know. That's a good
question.
That's
a really funny, really sus mindset of older Nintendo.
Yeah, it's a little weird. 2/3 of the female gym leaders are being irrational during their jobs. This is their job. You're supposed to give it.
I think Nintendo was breeding incels from a very early age in their.
Guys, I think we stumbled across something. Somebody's been knocking at our doors.
I think ninjas are gonna break into my house right now with like Pokemon bludgeons, and they're gonna knock me out.
Well, and just especially for the 8th gym leader, like. You are literally the benchmark of like once someone beats you, you're supposed to be like, you have the okay, go face the league. So for someone in that position to be like, I don't believe this. No, you don't get your badge.
I feel like with the 8th, they were trying to show like she doesn't get beaten often, or it's been a long time. I don't think it translated that well.
Yeah.
But with like the 3rd, I know we're not talking about it, but with the 3rd, it's like, girl, you're the 3rd gym leader. This shouldn't be new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Whitney. Yeah.
Well, but they also follow up on that with the trainer next to her is like, don't worry, she does this all the time.
Oh, good point.
That is kind of funny. That aside,
also just a quick shout out to the Black 2 and White 2 team. Altaria, Salamence, Druddion, and Garchomp, all really good dragon types.
Altaria is one of my favorite Pokemon ever. I love Altaria.
Altaria is a cool Pokemon.
All right, so let's keep moving. I don't want to go too long. Do we want to put Claire at the top?
So we all agree Claire's top, though. We all agree Claire's top.
I would put Claire or Jasmine at the top, so I'm happy either way.
I would say Claire Jasmine, not Jasmine Claire.
All right, so we have Claire at number 1, Jasmine number 2, Koga number 3, Faulkner number 4, Price 5, Bugsy 6, Morty 7, Will 8. And our 9th person we are ranking is Bruno, the Elite Four member, who was also a Kanto Elite Four member. How do we feel about Bruno?
I'm just going to say Bruno is what Chuck should have been.
Facts.
Sure.
Big facts.
I guess.
Honestly, I could agree with that. I mean, like when you really think about, I mean, I don't know, like the heart. Yeah, actually, let's talk about Chuck later, I guess. But
yeah, I feel like he has more character.
I agree. I mean, I think if there was not a more fighting type Pokemon than the Hitmon set. Like that is the fighting Pokemon. Yeah. So I feel like that should have been the gym leader. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense that the Elite Four, like if he's gonna pick fighting, he's gonna be more elite than the gym leader. So that kind of you could argue that as well. And at least he's got Machamp, but
we'll get there once we get to.
I think Bruno's sick. I like the shackle. The shackle wrist guards is badass.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't think he's bad. I'm just not very enchanted by him. He seems kind of generic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love him. Like, he's definitely middle of the pack for me. But I just...
Yeah.
I was just saying, of the two fighting-based guys, I find him personally to be superior.
I think he's definitely a better trainer. But character-wise, I feel like Chuck's got a little bit more personality going on there. Well, I don't know, because Bruno's just the typical, like, I train hard, very stoic, warrior fighting type. Admirable. I don't know.
Well, yeah. Also, it looks like
kind of
to me. So to me, the fantasy nerd here, to me, I see like the man that's been like shackled and beaten and forced to fight, and he has like all those fighting Pokemon that are like brooding, always fighting, and he looks like I don't know. That's what I see. I see like a man that's been damaged, but he must fight anyways.
I see Might Guy with no character.
I like that he never stands up to face you. Like he never stands up to face you.
That is cool. I didn't realize that.
That was actually such a sick roast of Bruno. That,
right though,
I actually respect that roast.
He's like Might Guy, but with no personality. That's what he is.
Zero personality.
I can't.
That's actually I can't. I have nothing to argue against that. That actually kind of molded my perception of him. I don't know if I could fight that.
But that's what I mean. That's exactly what I'm saying. Is that this is a tried and true trope that he is representing, and there are much cooler iterations of it.
But looking at him, I think he has Koga's face.
Yeah,
dude,
he does.
Like, look at those eyebrows.
He too is Professor Oak and
yeah. You know what? Actually, that's something that I found more so in the original games is that you fight Brock and then you fight Bruno later, and Bruno has two Onyxes when you first fight him in red, blue, and yellow. So it's a little bit like, is this supposed to be like related supposed to be Brock, something? Or it definitely looks like it.
I could see that. I could totally see that. That's a missed opportunity right there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe there was. Maybe they were planning on doing something. They were like, they just forgot. Okay, let's place Bruno because we're probably gonna run long here.
So all right. Now here's the question: is Ninja Professor Broke cooler than Fighting Professor Broke? That's the real question right
Professor
now.
Broke.
That's what we need to think about.
I think Bruno. I would put Bruno below Faulkner. I don't think Bruno is. I think Bruno's very middle. So I would put him smack dab in the middle, right above Price, below.
Yeah,
Faulkner.
I think
I would be okay with that because I agree. He's
totally agree with that. Yeah, okay. I would put him in the meh tier.
All right, perfectly in the middle then. All right, so we have Claire at number 1, Jasmine at 2, Koga at 3, Faulkner at 4, Bruno at 5, Price at 6, Bugsy at 7, Morty at 8, Will at 9.
Dude, Koga's kind of survived.
Yeah, we're gonna have to address that later.
Yeah, he seems a little high, but we'll get there.
Okay, yeah. So we were just talking about it, so very fitting that our next person would be Chuck, the fighting type specialist of Cyanwood City.
Very nice.
I don't know where I would put him, but I know I don't want him above Root.
Here's my thing about Chuck. I love Primeape and I love Poliwrath, but those are not a great team to give the Johto fighting specialist. I think they could have done something else.
I agree.
This is also another thing where I don't really get, because there are a lot of characters like in Pokemon, but also I feel like in just media in general that are kind of like slightly overweight, middle-aged like fighting guys, and I don't get that. Like that doesn't click for me. That doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry, Game Freak, but I'm not
I kind of like the dad bod, though.
It's because you're not old enough yet, Corey. You're not old enough yet. You're eventually going to get into a martial art.
You know why I probably don't like it is because I am very slowly approaching that body.
It's a little too close to home.
And I'm looking at Chuck with his receding hairline and his facial hair and his belly, and I'm like, that's going to be me in 10 years.
Stop.
Oh no, I'm warming up to Chuck now because I feel like this is a guy his wife cheated on him, took the kids, took the house.
No. He's still with his wife.
He put his heart and soul into his game.
This is all he has now.
Okay. I kind of like the story now. It's falling into place.
I've actually, based on what we've said and his rematch team, because his rematch team is Metacham, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Breloom, Primeape, Poliwrath. I would put him right above Bruno. I've convinced myself.
See, but even his rematch team doesn't have...
It doesn't have any of the Hitmons.
No, it has Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, but it doesn't have the Hitmon. It doesn't have the Johto Hitmon top. Like, even in the rematch team...
They kind of goofed it. I feel like they should have just given... they should have given either Primeape or Poliwrath to Bruno and then given Chuck the Hitmon top.
I agree with that, but
like that would have made sense. But either way, like I
also don't like that the name Storm Badge. Why is it called Storm Badge? Like, where's the storm coming from, bud?
There is a fighting type move called Storm Throw, but I don't even know if that's in this generation. I feel like that's
I don't think it was. Yeah, I think it's much later.
Okay, well, my suggestion is right above Bruno. Where do you guys want to put him?
I would personally still put him below Bruno.
Right below Bruno.
I am. Being in the middle here, this is difficult.
Well, you could be the swing vote.
I think we should leave it. I could be the swing vote, but I think because I like to do it just once per podcast, I'd like to toss it up to the coin.
Let's flip a coin.
I kind of want to put it up to the coin.
Hell yeah!
I have a coin right here.
Flip it,
that's
baby.
The important thing.
All right, Ryan Simler, call it.
We are going to. Yeah. So what do you want? You want heads or tails?
So what? Like Chuck's heads and Bruno's tails?
No. So heads is the option you want.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. And I call it
if you want heads anyways.
Whichever one you want. If you win it, you get to pick.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Tails.
Tails never fails. That's what the boy says. And the answer is, I can barely tell, it is tails indeed. It's hard to kind of see, but that's a tails, not the heads. And Chucky is knocked down just like his middle-aged life and his wife left him. We left him in our hearts.
Why are you saying that? You literally talked to his wife in the game. She's the one who gives you his phone number if you would look at the fun facts.
It's a broken marriage. You can tell from the text.
Okay, so we only have 2 left, and our next is Karen, the final member of the Elite Four, the Dark type trainer. I don't know about you guys, but did you, when you were a kid, think that she was supposed to be like an old lady?
100%. I thought she was like an Agatha style type.
Thank you. I was just going to say Agatha.
On her Bulbapedia page, she is canonically 25 or 26. Isn't that weird?
That's very strange.
I mean,
so that's us right now.
Well, yes, the Heart Gold, Soul Silver artwork makes it a little more obvious.
Yes.
With the more detail and the outfit change.
No 80-year-old is rocking those heels.
But I was very...
No way. Or the midriff. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was confused when I saw that. That being said, I think Karen is absolutely sick.
I was too.
I love everything about Karen except for the fact that she never gets... Well, her name did not age well, but she never gets a Tyranitar.
Ooh,
that always bothered me. That always bothered me. Especially she's an Elite Four. She has a rematch team. That's the pseudo. Like, what are you doing?
But do you give the pseudo to the 4th Elite Four member? Yeah, they did it in the last generation. Never mind.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only opportunity. I feel like that's the only option to give is to like the last Elite Four member. I mean, honestly, her normal squad is pretty sick. Umbreon. The Vileplume is like a little... I guess it's still... I get it, but like, I don't know. Like, I'm just because obviously we grew up as Vileplume originally being just grass poison, right? Was it still grass poison? It's still grass poison.
It's always grass poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still grass poison. I thought it went dark. I just assumed she changed to dark because it was on the team.
It is a little out of place, but like...
Interesting. Oh, so it still is grass poison. Okay.
I don't know. It kind of fits to me. I don't know. Because she also is another one who's like... I feel like her team's... Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of a rematch. I feel like she always played very strategic. Maybe I'm just thinking of her Umbreon, because her Umbreon was a friggin' wall.
Oh, stall tactics. I love how she has a Murkrow. You get to the final Elite Four member and she just sends out a Crow.
Murkrow.
Dude, Murkrow's cool though. Murkrow's cool.
Luckily, it glowed up for Gen 4 into Honchkrow, but
yes.
like, ooh.
Yeah, her rematch team is sick. True. Weavile, Absol, Spiritomb. She has a Spiritomb. Houndoom, Honchkrow, Umbreon.
Yeah, that's a sick ass Pokemon.
Oh, this is something.
That's a good team lineup.
This is something that I found was very interesting too. Is that in her rematch team, she is the only Elite Four member to not use any Pokemon that is part of a 3-stage evolutionary line. That's kind of cool.
That is very cool because it's so easy.
Oh, interesting.
To do that.
Yeah, it's so easy just to throw that at the end of.
Yeah. There are just so many
like
third
or
3 stages. I mean, yeah, exactly.
So honestly, I would put Karen. I put Karen above Koga.
I
don't think Karen could breach the Pokebase
to
of Jasmine and Claire. But yeah, I would say honestly, dude, the girls kick ass in this Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yes, the Johto girls, for whatever reason, are just crushing it.
They are.
Yeah.
Karen also has what I think is one of the coolest quotes in Pokemon after you beat her. She's like, strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. That is a selfish perception. Trainers should try to be good with their favorite Pokemon or something like that. I think that's very cool. It's very admirable.
Ooh, that's cool.
That's cute, like what am I trying to say? That's like cute in hindsight. It's like, yeah, but I needed the best I could get to beat you, so move aside.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I agree with her. Maybe that's why she didn't have a Tyranitar, because I feel like that would be a little...
Look, that was the one knock against her, and it still will be. So
I feel like that would be a little imbalanced. I feel like that would make sense if she's like, you should just try to play with the Pokemon that you like, and then she has like the best pseudo so
just
far.
Rolls through you.
Well, I just happen to really like this Pokemon.
I love Tyranitar. What can I say?
I just really like him, man.
Okay, so we've arrived there. Our last trainer we have to rank is Whitney, the infamous normal type specialist from Goldenrod City. Ryan, what do you think?
Normie Whitney. I mean, I respect the badge of being called the plain badge because you're the normal type. I actually respect the terminology lingo there. The badge is literally just a square. So much like the steel badge, it's kind of lame. It's just a shape. But
it's called the plain badge. It's on the
true.
nose.
You're right. So see, you're right. It is on the nose, which is where I can give it some love.
What
All right,
else
so
would it be,
obviously everybody got stuck on the Miltank. Everybody got stuck on the Miltank. But Whitney is like a character herself. The style, like now looking at it as like adult me, like Whitney's kind of cool. Like
She's
Whitney
adorable.
looks cool. I like the whole like aesthetic of Whitney.
I love her gym too. Her gym is shaped in the bushes or whatever are shaped in the shape of a Clefairy. Like zoomed out, if you look at the gym from top
down. There's a lot of detail there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like honestly, like normal type, I feel like I like that they actually gave the normal type gym. You know, like it's a cool type to represent.
I feel like normal type didn't, especially at this point in the series, there weren't a ton of really good notable normal types. I feel like normal type just kind of felt like that secondary type that you give to the early Pokemon. So I think it was kind of cool that they like took that and ran with it and were like, no, actually, you know, she's pretty damn good. And it's funny that notoriously she ends up being the gym leader that's famous for killing Nuzlocke and making children cry because of her Miltank's rollout and milk drink. Oh, actually, that is something that I think is super friggin' cool, and it's one of her only notable trivia. She is infamous for her difficulty spike, and she is the only gym leader whose team's movesets don't change at all from the originals to the remakes.
Why would you
They were
fix
that
perfection?
fine-tuned and that good that they didn't change
because literally her one move of rollout worked so
well. It's not. It's rollout and milk drink and attract.
Attract. I was gonna say that is everybody gets focused on the rollout, but attract.
Attract was the nightmare. That's so
well,
true.
As a child. So she doesn't even have to use moves. I mean, she doesn't even have to use items. Her Miltank can just heal itself.
And honestly, don't sleep on the Clefairy because just like RNG, you get a bad metronome roll, you are in deep trouble.
Yeah, you could be screwed.
That's true too.
Also, going off of, she is the third gym leader and she directly follows up Faulkner and then Bugsy and then it's Whitney. So I think it's funny that we were complaining about them, how they easily should have had a Johto Pokemon, and Whitney is the first gym leader in Johto to actually use a Johto Pokemon.
And what a memorable experience that was too, because that thing was a tank.
Johto Pokemon busted.
Yeah.
Yep. I love that, because this is, if you're facing, you're probably not going to have a hard time with Faulkner. If you're facing Bugsy, like, you'll be fine if you picked Cyndaquil, probably if you picked Totodile. If you get to Whitney, it doesn't matter who you picked, you're going to struggle.
Agreed.
I'm going to say we put Whitney right below Karen. What do you guys
I was going to say put Whitney above Karen just because I find her far more memorable.
Yeah, you know what?
I could agree to that. I agree
too.
I actually agree. I think Whitney top 3.
Wow.
Whitney is the stuff of legends.
Man, you
thank God we knocked Koga into a more reasonable area.
Johto girls, top tier. Literally, we have now.
Did they take up all of them? They took up all the slots.
I think so.
This is the list as we have it right now. This is our complete list. We'll go over it and see if we want to make any changes, how we're feeling about it. Number 12, we have Will.
Number 11, we have Morty. Number 10, we have Bugsy. Number 9, we have Price. Number 8, Chuck. Number 7, Bruno. Number 6, Faulkner. Number 5, Koga. Number 4, Karen. Number 3, Whitney. Number 2, Jasmine. And number 1, Claire. We literally have the 4 Johto girls in the top 4 spots. Go Johto girls. That's pretty sick.
Girl power. I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to say there are 2 things that are bugging me about this list.
I still think Koga is way too high.
I don't know how he got there, and I think Bugsy is way too low. I want to rectify those in some way.
All right, so you're half right.
I also think you're half right.
I agree with Koga. Right. I think you are... Listen, I don't know what you have for Bugsy, but let me tell you it's wrong, and I think we need counseling for you. So... I mean, Scyther's...
Maybe it's my nostalgia, but I feel like Bugsy and his Scyther is just...
For some reason, for me, that is the point in any Gold and Silver or Heart Gold and Soul Silver run where
before then, you're seeing a lot of early critter Pokemon. You're seeing a lot of bug-type Pokemon. You're seeing a lot of weak Pokemon.
And this is the first time you see a Pokemon that's actually fully evolved. This is actually a respectable, good Pokemon. And it's like, oh, damn. Like, Bugsy didn't come to play. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying, but, like, to me, if I'm going to stack the scales of judgment, we have Scyther, but then everything else about
you
Bugsy,
can't just, like, carry him on one thing for me.
Again, I would give him so much more fight back. It sounds so bad because I'm honestly nitpicking the same thing, but for the opposite reason. The fact that literally the other 2 Pokemon, 66% of your squad is a 100% throwaway. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I've never even been concerned.
Man. I find that weird because
what do you mean?
That's the way it is with all gym leaders, pretty much.
Corey, where would you want to put Bugsy if you got your way?
Where would you?
That's the important part.
Are we saying personally where I would want to put Bugsy, or
give us your ideal situation? That's what I want to hear.
So
what's your golden squad?
If this were my list,
I think I would put Bugsy above. I would swap Koga and Bugsy if this were my ideal list, but it's not. So I'm gonna suggest
Bugsy 5.
That is where I would put him.
That would make Bugsy the best male. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Correct. Over Faulkner, where flying clearly beats Bug.
Honestly, that's completely accurate to me. I think all the guys in the Johto region are kind of lame.
I agree with that statement, but Bugsy should not be leading the lame squad.
I'm actually trying. I'm trying to think of a reason where I could refute what you just said as leader of the lame boys, because all the boys are lame. So any one of them can take the reins.
Give me 1 sec. I feel like you guys are harping a little bit too hard on the Metapod and Kakuna. They are generally useless Pokemon, but at least they are not first evolved forms. Also, everything else about Bugsy I think is cool. I think his design is very fitting, especially for the area he is in. He's right next to a forest with a bunch of bugs. Azalea Town is a fantastic little town. It's undeniable that his rematch team is fucking sick. We all already said that. I don't know why you're hating on the Ladybug badge, because conceptually...
That is true.
Conceptually, that makes the most sense. Even though it's called the
lame.
Hive badge.
You're right.
It's not lame.
I don't know, man. Listen, you're making good points. Listen, I will fully agree.
Also, wait, one more.
Evidence and passion behind something.
One thing that I completely forgot about is that after you leave Azalea Town, after you go through Ilex Forest, what do you get to? The national park where they hold the bug catching contests. Even more region context for Bugsy to be in the place where he is with the Pokemon he is with. Because Scyther is the highest scoring Pokemon tied with Pinsir in the bug catching contest in the national park. So it makes sense.
All right, so it's funny because now I'm still going back to the thing back where it all began, but with all of that context, and he has so many bug type options at his potential, and he is literally the leader of the bug people, okay? And he chooses, so like, also you said it's not a first gen evolution, but literally if I had to pick any second stage evolution that is worse than the first stage, it would literally be Metapod and Kakuna.
I will say, looking at his rematch team, you're right. The rematch team is sick, and I could be convinced to move him up. I definitely couldn't be convinced to move him that far up.
Well, that's fine.
So
you were asking what my ideal is.
I know.
So that's my ideal.
So what? Give me your business answer.
That's my ideal. My actual business answer, I would say, why don't we squeeze him right in between Bruno and Chuck? That's up 2 spots.
I could kind of agree with that. With actually what we've been talking about, I still just don't like the aesthetic of Bugsy, but you're right. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it doesn't necessarily work perfectly with who he is.
Right.
So I shouldn't actually be that stubborn about it. That's kind of fair. Honestly, I kind of really should apologize to Bugsy a little bit, except that his taste of Pokemon is
Bugsy
disgusting.
would kick your fucking ass, man.
His taste in Pokemon and badges, apparently. I'm good with splitting the gym bros. I'm cool with that.
All right, cool.
I'm cool with it as well. I personally agree still that we need to. I think Koga should be lower because Koga actually does not deserve to be leading.
I agree
the
too.
Lame Boy squad.
Yeah, definitely.
He doesn't even deserve that. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it though, who do I want to lead the Lame Boy squad? My tie is between Faulkner.
Yeah.
And honestly, Price.
I'm on board with Price.
How?
Actually.
Okay, but how? How? Because Price is currently 3rd from the bottom. How could we bump him up that much?
I mean, I personally always wanted him higher.
So I'm now trying to consider. I'm trying to consider the rematch team in mind. I'm trying to consider that right now, and I think Obamaso, Frostlass, Glalie are really good Pokemon. I think comparing that to like Koga, for example, all he really has, in my opinion, that I like a lot is Toxicroak. I mean, Crobat. Crobat's actually really sick too. So like, I think Price at the very least. Let's do it a step at a time and see where the resistance comes in. Let's do Price Koga. I think Price goes over Koga.
I agree.
I don't agree.
Now that I'm thinking
agree
about
with that at all.
That's fair. I still think he's above Koga.
I have a suggestion.
A compromise.
I know Ryan doesn't like Mamoswine, but Corey, come on, we know Mamoswine.
Yeah, I love Mamoswine.
Like, amazing.
Yeah.
How can you deny Big Boy?
Price doesn't do anything for me. But I'll say, what we have the list right now, below the boss ladies, below the bad bitches, we have Koga. And then we have Faulkner, Bruno, Bugsy, Chuck, Price. So why don't we, to bump Price up and to bring Koga down, do you want to basically put Koga below Bruno and wait, but you want Price above Koga? Both of you want Price above Koga?
I personally do.
I'm kind of agreeing with it more and more now that it's resting in me.
But that doesn't mean they swap.
Usually I'd go for ninjas, but honestly, I'm not. I
if
still
we're
think I don't
talking
really
about
think I was.
if we're talking about teams, Koga's. We already discussed that. Aside from typing, Koga's team fits with the aesthetic.
That is true. That's a good point as well. But why couldn't he just look cooler, man? Like, why does he have to be
Why didn't they give Price a
so
Sneasel?
old?
Corey, can I proposition you?
That's so true.
What?
That's a good one.
What if we put Price above Koga, but then allowed you to move Bugsy up one?
Ooh.
Ryan, what are your thoughts on that?
Listen.
Ooh.
I like the strategy he has. He really went for the weak spot.
Because it is a leap.
Formation.
I'll give Corey that. Price where he is does feel like a big leap. It's a leap I still strongly believe in, but I understand where he's coming from.
So what's in that order then? What's the list that you're proposing?
He's saying Karen, Price, Koga. I don't like that because I still want to bump Koga down.
Well, how about
It appears we've reached
what if
an
we do
impasse.
What if we went Price? What do I really want
okay.
to? I don't
This is
even
my-
want to offer.
let me go back to
Bugsy Koga.
Let me go back to my. If
I don't even want to
Ryan,
offer Bugsy
first
Koga.
I need your confirmation. Do you want Price above Koga? You got to decide.
I do.
Okay.
Honestly, I do.
You want Price above Koga?
I do. I'm sorry.
You guys
I do.
outweigh me on that. Price is going to go above Koga. The question is, where are they going to go?
So I am going to propose.
After Karen, we have Faulkner, we have Bruno, we have Price, Koga, Bugsy. Or Price, Bugsy, Koga. What do we think of that?
I actually really I totally agree with that. If I'm going to throw my debate in, Koga alone has a cooler bug type of Ariados than I think Ariados is sick.
Okay. Fine then. Fine.
Type, so
Price,
maybe not.
but Faulkner, Bruno,
Honestly, you're being so nice. Out of kindness, I kind of agree. Honestly, I could see Bugsy over Koga because you gave really good points of like the.
I just think he's more
the
cohesive.
fit and match
Yeah.
that Bugsy get. Yeah, I actually agree with that. I 100% agree. Like my personal bias is coming in very harshly, which is why this is difficult. Honestly, I think for cohesion's sake, I could agree that Bugsy over Koga.
I have to respect Corey's devotion to Bugsy and his willingness to really defend that. And
as a matter of fact, I'm just gonna give him the new nickname of Bugsy. I think let's just all start calling him Bugsy in his everyday to day life.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So
he's fine with that. All right. Interesting.
So Ryan Simler, are you okay with that?
I am. I was inspired by your drive for this, and I can't deny that anymore. I can't say no to that.
Your
I have
passion
an
behind
impassioned
Bugsy is
speech
just
for Bugsy.
Inspirational.
Okay.
Inspirational.
So after the revisions,
Currently, we have Claire at number 1, Jasmine at number 2, Whitney at number 3, Karen at number 4,
leader of the Lame Boys, Faulkner at number 5,
Bruno at number 6, Price at number 7, Bugsy at number 8, Koga at number 9, Chuck at 10, Morty at 11, Will at 12. How do we feel? Any other changes, or do we like
that?
it?
Actually sounds good. That feels right.
I can sleep.
That
at night.
resonated in my stomach. Yeah, I can sleep with that.
So that was fun. Thank you.
I had a blast.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you for having me. That was awesome.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. Thank you, Ryan, for showing up. That was really fun, man.
All right. Well, Ryan Simler, do you want to share anything at all about anything you're doing or social medias or anything like that, or do you want to just remain invisible?
Anything you want to shout out? Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I don't have a Twitter. I haven't used Facebook in 8 years, and one time I thought about streaming, and then I didn't. But I've had a wonderful time here, so thank you both.
All right. Well, everyone, you can forget that Ryan Simler exists. He is not a person you need to worry about.
Yeah. He's what we call a true viewer, and we appreciate that.
All right. You can follow me on Twitter at Corey Richmond, Instagram at crichmond6. Ryan, where can they find you?
You can find me in all forms of social media, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch at ShadowHawkSSB. If you guys don't know already, it's going to be Hawk with an E at the end, SSB for Super Smash Bros. But yeah, feel free. And then also, please, guys, most importantly, please follow us on Twitter at PlayerPowerPod. Get some updates, quick little polls. You will also be, whenever we do tier lists, you can submit your own if you'd like and kind of talk to us over the web, and we would super appreciate it. So please, at the very least, follow us at PlayerPowerPod.
Yes. All right.
But also follow me on Twitter because I post cool clips of Lucas, and Lucas is the coolest.
All right. On that note, let's get out of here. Bye-bye.
Let's take care. Bye-bye.